Buona giornata, welcome to my channel. My name is Stefania if you're new here. So today we are just going to kind of catch up and play with makeup. Obviously, you probably haven't seen my face in a little bit, so we are going to kind of just have a real life chat. So yeah, please don't forget to subscribe down below. I would really appreciate it. Hit that like button and let's go ahead and jump into this video. Alright, I just washed my hands. So before we do that, I'm going to go touch anything else. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my face. This is the rice cream from I'm From. I just like it as a makeup base, and I've been I feel like my face, I keep getting freckles and stuff, so I like that it has niacinamide in here. I love the I'm From rice stuff, so I'm still testing that out because they came out with a serum, and the toner's definitely been a favorite for over a year now. So the lotion though, oh, it's nice because it's not too thick and it's not summertimey either. Does that make sense? But yeah, I really just use the moisturizer now. I don't wear makeup primers. Well, we're gonna talk about everything, right? And my baby hair. I'm a mess. My life is a mess. Yes, that's what's happening. So, I have not been uploading. I might not talk about everything I use, but I'll make sure to list everything in the description box. I still have things from my Sephora haul that I haven't used yet, so we're probably gonna use some of that stuff. When I haven't used stuff that I bought from a Sephora haul over a month ago, it's kind of a, this is why you haven't been uploading. So this is my first Kaja thing. I'm really excited to test this thing out, but we're gonna go in with the deep shade first. The only thing is now I'm okay, I don't really have a mirror in here. I'm just kind of, it has a little, I can't see out of that. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with the, no, actually, let's go in with the mustardy shade, because this is why I got this thing. I still love my mustard shade stuff, so we're gonna hop in with this. But yeah, I have filmed videos and I just haven't been uploading them. I just don't know what's going on. I think everyone's struggling obviously this year, but I just feel like I can't get it together. I'm just, when it comes to YouTube, I feel like everybody and their parents are getting pregnant right now, and it's hard for me to I don't know. I'm obviously very happy for them, but at the same time we've been trying, and it hasn't been that long. We started trying in August, but I realized if I start watching those videos, it sends me down a rabbit hole where even everyone in my personal life is having kids, and it just makes me feel worried. I'm just is everything okay? I don't know. They don't tell you, they just kind of are oh, okay, great, it's so exciting. Or they just keep asking, when are you guys gonna have a baby? And we're trying. That's all you can really say, So I've kind of stopped watching most people right now. The only thing I've been watching is home stuff, and that's, even with that, it's kind of in the background. I don't know. I'm in a weird phase. I'm watching a lot of cheesy Christmas movies and a lot of cheesy shows. We started watching, what have we been watching? Love Story. We did start Mandalorian, which I'm surprised I love it because I was not a Star Wars fan, but we love the show. So, but yeah, we just watch Fairy Godmothered, and anything cheesy right now, I'm into the unicorn. I just want something that makes me forget about life for a little bit. So that's where we're at. We've watched awful movies too. We watched Fat Man with Mel Gibson, which I just hated the name from the beginning. Yeah, so that's kind of what's been, we're going through that, and then I don't know. I don't even know where to start. I think for a while YouTube used to be something where, I truly do love makeup, and it has nothing to do with that, but financially, I would kind of extend outside my means in terms of new releases and be it's fine, and I would try to justify it, be oh, this is how people are gonna find my channel, and this is how I'm gonna grow it, and blah 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 blah. And since the pandemic, work has slowed down so much. I think people just assume that you make money on YouTube if you just start a channel, and I'm like, I make like $10 a month on YouTube, you know? So that's just the reality, and my heart just isn't in it in terms of like trying to buy new makeup all the time. Like, I am happy with what I have. If I had money, I would love to buy every single like new release that's out there for sure, but I just don't have it anymore, and I just prefer to focus on other things. Like I said, like I've been doing a lot of stuff in the house because I'm in my house all the time, you know? But yeah, so it just felt like, how do I pivot from that? Because I think the people that are here that like have watched me and probably are gonna watch this video for a long time are like, oh, we're not really here for like the new releases. And I appreciate that so much. Like, so many of you guys reached out on Instagram, were like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? And I felt really bad about it, but I was just like, I don't know where to go from here, because I don't see myself like going back to the old way of constantly buying things. And, you know, no one really talks about like I'm always, you know, I watch those videos too, and I'm like, how are they affording this stuff? And like, it's just not worth the sacrifice anymore, especially because I'm not wearing makeup. I used to get a palette, and like it used to be like, I got my Sephora haul, I'm gonna use this today, and then I would have already tested out all 5 of these shades by now, you know? But because I'm not wearing any, and 2, most of the time I don't feel like wearing it. Like, I'm just, like, I love it when I do it, but I've just been in a weird headspace lately where I'm just like, I don't know what I want to do. Where do I go with this, you know? And then all the like petty drama stuff that YouTube, like, I'm not gonna lie, it used to like entertain me. I no longer find it entertaining. I'm like, I have bigger problems than this. I gotta pay my rent. Like, you know, like I don't know. I think this year has just been a really big shift of everything. And maybe that will change, you know? I think it's just, everyone's probably going through a difficult time with all the shutdowns. Like, Nick and I were talking, because I'm like, technically we don't really do anything, so I don't care about the shutdown. Not that we didn't before, but like, since this whole thing has happened, it's not like we're constantly going out. Like, we went out to dinner once this year, and that was our anniversary. But other than that, we're not really like out and about going to bars and going, you know, places. We're just like, it's not worth it. We both have our parents that live here. We're both a little too worried about that. We did, though, go to Iowa for Thanksgiving. My husband's sister lives there. And that was really fun. It was just so nice to get like out of our house, you know, in different nature. Like, I was like, do you know how much we pay for like a stupid pine, you know, branch where we are? And you can just pick it off a tree. Like, but that wasn't much needed, like, break. But yeah, I mean, bottom line is, I just haven't been feeling like myself lately, and I didn't want to, you guys know me, I can't pretend, you know, that everything is great, and nothing's like horribly wrong. Like, I'm okay. I don't know. I'm gonna dip into the Jackie Aina palette because I want to deepen this up, and I don't really have, like, this is all metallic shades, so I'm gonna deepen it up over here. But yeah, I mean, not to mention, I will say, like, even if I had the money, I have not been drawn to a lot of like new releases lately. I'm just kind of meh. And usually I spend so much money on like Black Friday, like makeup. Did you guys buy anything for Black Friday? And I did not this year. The only thing I think I got 2 things. I got like a Artist Couture. I finally got the lip glosses because I've wanted those forever. Still not here yet. I haven't got a shipping confirmation, and then, which is fine, I'm like, eh. And then what else? Pat McGrath had a really, really good sale on lip products. So they're like all $12. So I did get a few of like lip glosses, and then I think I got one of the lip balms because I've never tried those. It just, like, money-wise, I was just like, I could never. Even before, I was like, I can't justify spending this much on a like little tinted lip balm, because, you know, they're not really colored. This year I'm so into tinted lip balms though, and so I was like, I'll pay $12. But yeah, other than that, like, there hasn't been anything where I'm so like over the top excited, other than I did buy myself a Christmas present with the Sonia G like new brushes. I had to. I just did. We're gonna kind of mix a few of these shades. So we're gonna go in first with the green shade, and then I think I'm gonna layer the more yellow one on top. This is the Rare Beauty palette, Confident Energy. Why? And this is Working From Home. I'm always like, who's here? Like, who comes to the house anymore? I don't know about you guys, but like when I was little, if the door rang, my family answered it. Now, I'm like, I run out back and I'm like, I hide and I'm just like, who is this? We look at the little camera on our phones to see who it is. We're like, I'm not opening the door for these people. But luckily, my sister is sending her Christmas presents here because she's coming here next week. Just for a few days. She's not going to actually be here for Christmas. So she's like, hey, I shipped a whole bunch of stuff to your house, which I'm fine with, because since Nick is here all the time, I can't really hide packages from him anymore like I used to. So he's constantly like, what is that? What did you get? What is it? You know, what did you spend money on? So, because I did do a lot of like Christmas stuff this year. I'm not going to lie. I usually don't decorate for Christmas. I could care less. So this year I was a little bit more like, this color is gorgeous. I want it to actually feel like Christmas in our house, and it does, and that's really nice. Been obsessed with candles. I'm one of those insane people. Like my sister texted me, she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, you know, my 45-year-old middle-aged wife self is waiting in line for candles. Never thought I'd see the day, but they make me so happy. I love lighting candles right now. I'm like, ooh, what does this smell like? And then I think I'm going to dip into this one for that outer corner just to deepen it up a little bit. But yeah, what have you guys been doing? Like, I'm sorry that I'm not trying to be negative at all. And like I said, everything is fine. I think everyone's just going through a weird funk right now. Like, what can you do, you know? But yeah, I do need to figure out what I want my channel to be. Or, I don't know. I don't mind just playing with old, you know, not new stuff, but I know it's not the most exciting. But yeah, I don't wear makeup lately. I've just been, it's like a lip gloss. I do my eyebrows because, you know, that would scare people even in quarantine. Does anyone else feel like they're invisible with a mask on? Like, I'm just like, I wear Crocs in public now. I'm that person. Nick got them for me for our anniversary, and I was like, ugh. But also, ooh, you know? So that's where I'm at in life. I'm going to take this and this flat liner brush and see? Going downhill fast. So I'm going to just deepen up like that lash line just a little bit. And I still do my lashes, which sometimes much better than others. I'm not going to lie, it just depends on how much patience I have. But yeah, that's kind of where things are going right now. Okay, I went ahead and did my foundation and concealer, and we're going to smoke out the lower lash line. So I'll just dip into the same palettes we were using. But yeah, let me know what have you guys actually been doing? Like, what have you been watching? Do you feel like, I don't know. It's like I feel weird because I feel like I'm like complaining when I know that people have it worse than I do, for sure. I'm just saying, like, I have been a hermit that, I don't know. I'm like, who's interested in hearing about me? You know, so like that's what it is right now, where I'm just like, what am I going to say? But I really appreciate like all your messages. Like, believe me, I have missed you guys. I just am in a weird spot, essentially. So we're gonna smoke that out a little bit more, but this is why I love the Jackie Aina palette. It's so heavily pigmented. But yeah, I was even trying to go through and I was like, I don't even think I can do a favorites this year. Like, I can do a favorites that aren't makeup, but I can't really do like a whole video on makeup favorites because I don't have a lot. You know? And then let's jump back into this little guy. I am going to pop a little bit of blue, I think, on the waterline, because I think that would be nice. We're going to dip into the yellow shade. Actually, you cannot use the same brush. So, yeah. I would love to know more about what's going on in your lives. What are you guys interested in? I could always, like, I don't know, I was thinking about maybe doing some series where I base it around something. You guys know how many shows I watch. Like, we could discuss it. We could do lives. I don't know. But yeah. And then my schedule has just been, it's still been hard to, like, Nick and I definitely, like, we haven't been arguing by any means. But, you know, I was so used to, like, being alone more. And now I'm never alone. And I'm just like, I don't thrive that way. Like, I'm just someone who gets, like, physically itchy every once in a while where I'm just like, please, please leave the house. Like, to me, alone time means, like, me being alone in my house. Like, that's what I want. I just, like, I can't be around someone 24/7. I am not that person, and we're, like, obviously forced to do that right now. But I go to work, you know? Like, I work in person still half the time. And so, like, I leave, and sometimes I don't get home till 8:30 at night. And so I'm like, you get a break from me. Like, I'm like, I get zero. So that's still an adjustment period where we're, like, trying to work it out. Where I'm just kind of like, can you go find a hobby to do? Or, you know, because I do the grocery shopping stuff, so he doesn't leave for that. So yeah, it's been a whole thing. But yeah, his work already said that, you know, they're not going back for quite a while. Which obviously, like, I want him to be safe, so I get it. But I'm also like, why? I just topped, my eyes are watering. I just popped a little bit of blue in the waterline. And then let's go on to the rest of my face. So let's use Teddy from Fenty, the cream bronzer. I think that's probably, like, if I were to say a product of the year, I would say a lot of cream products, like, which is so weird for me. But I've really been liking all of the cream bronzers, like the Tarte one, the Fenty one, everything. So I think that's my number one. I really want Fenty's new glosses so much. I love that formula. I like the color she chose. But one, I'm waiting for my Artist Couture ones. And like I said, I just bought, you know, that was pretty much the only thing I bought on sale was lip products for some stupid reason. Because obviously, you know. But I'm like, not right now. Not today. Like, you can buy those eventually. But I'm trying to get through Christmas shopping. Everyone, I'm sure, feels like this, but as you get older, like, it's like our family just keeps expanding and expanding, which is great, but my budget is not expanding for Christmas, so I'm like, just get through this month, and then maybe I'll buy the lip glosses. But let me know if you guys ended up buying them and if you've tried them. I would love to hear. I want to live through you, you know? That's what it is. But yeah. There's definitely been collections where I was like, oh, that's cute, but nope. I'm going to still use a normal bronzer over this, so I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, which I have not made a dent in this thing yet. There we go. Let's use my Sonia brush. But yeah, the Sonia brushes, I think I kind of just skipped over that. I did buy myself a Christmas present, and I bought myself the new Sonia G, like, set for Christmas. And two, I'm interested to see, like, I have really tiny hands, so I think it will be fine. I don't like, it's a travel kind of set, so the brushes are smaller. And sometimes I'm okay with it, and sometimes I'm not. Hers didn't look extremely short, so I think it will be fine. But, like, I've gotten, like, a MAC travel set before, and I was like, I didn't like the way they felt in my hand, so we will see, but I have a lot of faith in her. So I'm excited for those. But yeah, that was kind of like my one makeup purchase of the month. I think the only thing that would really get me to spend money is if, like, Pat McGrath started coming out with face products one day. You know, I want blushes, I want bronzers, I want things. And even the new, like, Huda Beauty Faux filter, like, her stick foundation. I've heard good things about that. But yeah, I mean, you guys can tell, like, I put the lightest layer of foundation on just because that's just where I'm at. Like, I'm just like, this makes me feel comfortable and it makes me feel like I can breathe and I can, you know, my skin can breathe. So, because I gotta go to work after this. Next, we're gonna dip into Blush Please. This is the Go Play. These were definitely like a standout product for me this year just because I don't really buy, other than like staple products from MAC, I don't really buy anything new from them. So this was the first time where I was like, I want those, and I really like these. Like, they're so easy to use. I would love to hear how you guys are. Again, I appreciate all the comments and stuff. I have really missed you guys, and I felt really bad about it. And I was just like, how do I explain this? Because I don't want it to sound like I'm making excuses. Because I definitely judge people, like, based off that. But I'm also like, this is not my job. I do this for fun, you know? Yeah. So that's where we're at right now. For highlight, I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill highlighting palette. That's what I have here. And I still really like it. Again, still fairly full. But yeah, let me know any ideas you guys have. I'd love to hear it. What else are you interested in besides, like, makeup? Like, what, even if it is makeup, what looks, what things, like, what do you guys want to know? Wayne Goss brushes. Two, I felt justified in buying the brush set because I feel like brushes are just one of those things where it's like, I'm going to use brushes all the time compared to a palette that you know, aren't going to reach for every day. So, like, she's like Pat McGrath to me, where I just trust it. I'm like, it's going to be good. It's going to be worth that price tag, you know? I don't know why I keep sweeping. It's just literally because I like the feeling of this Wayne Goss, like, broomstick brush. I call these my Harry Potters. So, lip-wise, let's go in with Subculture Lip Pencil from Pat McGrath. All right, and then lipstick-wise, I'm going to go in with Natasha Denona Maria. And then probably a gloss, just because this is so light on me. I'm going to go eat lunch, so I'm going to try to take this off immediately. But that's okay. And then I'm going to use Patrick Ta. She's Unapologetic for gloss. But yeah, I hope you guys are safe. I know by talking to some of you, like, seems like everyone's going through it, you know? So I hope you know that we can all kind of relate to each other in one way or another. Some definitely, I feel my heart goes out to you, and I hope you're all doing okay. I will probably end up deepening up this lip line. But by the way, what I was going to say is this whole mess behind me is because my sister stays in my room where I film when she gets here next week. So, like, I've kind of just shoved everything to this side, even though until I'm hiding that fiddly fig, you know, because it's new. So it's hiding in the corner. I'm not ready to tell my husband yet. I might even wrap it for Christmas for him and be like, it's a gift for both of us, you know? Oh. Yeah, but that is it. I promise I will get out of my box and you guys will see a lot more of me. So I appreciate you guys kind of listening to me complain, and just know I've missed you. Please let me know how you guys are doing in the comments down below. As always, shows are, you know, recommend me shows, movies. Like I said, I'm into somewhat cheesy right now. Like, it's a whole thing. So that is it. Please remember to subscribe, hit the like button. Let me know what you guys want to see. I love talking to you guys. I've missed connecting. So definitely drop a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.